Sarah Linda, you're on mute. Oh,
I can't hear her.
Oh, can you hear me now?
yes.
That sounds like a
Okay.
Verizon ad.
I'm doing this over my phone. Donna or
Oh.
Lois and I are at town hall, but it appears that the computer is not going and we can't even get upstairs to ask somebody from the clerk's office to come down and fix it. So
Oh,
is Ray on the meeting?
he was.
He is, but he's muted.
Brother. So it's just Richard, Donna, Lois, and me so far, right?
And Nancy.
And Nancy.
Yeah.
Okay. And you saw Ray for a minute, but then he
I thought I
disappeared.
saw him.
Yeah, looks like he's got technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah, not the only one. Okay. SH Lois. All right, I'm gonna turn off.
Lower left-hand screen, you should be able to press the unmute button. There should be a little microphone there.
I'm gonna call upstairs and see if I can get somebody to come and help us. And if I have to call in, the number would be, whoa, what happened?
Or if you want, I can just pull up the link on my phone and you can both sit here and do it from our phones. If that makes it easier, you know, whatever.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Ray, if you can hear me, put your cursor over your image and you should have a block in the upper right corner that you can unmute it.
How's that?
That's much better. Welcome.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for my wife.
Your IT person. Okay, good.
Yeah,
And then you might have to turn your volume up a little bit.
me?
No, yes, you might.
Now you're getting into technical stuff.
Yeah. I got Barbara right here.
I have no idea how you turn the volume up. It's either muted or not muted. Now you're right out of there.
Oh, we can hear you just fine now.
Yep,
Oh, yeah?
that's fine.
We didn't do anything
Except lose the.
except you
visibility.
lose you. Should I?
You try it. Just. Let me sit down again.
Oh, no, he's gone.
Got it.
Try that.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Too loud now, huh?
Oh, that's fine.
no,
Thanks, Barb. When she has to help me with this, she has to come downstairs. And that's a pain. Because I get all this historical stuff down here. Can you hear me?
That's your man cave, huh?
Yeah.
I hope you're heavily insured with all that historical stuff in the basement.
What do I hear about you?
Me?
Nancy? Yeah.
I don't know. What did you hear about me?
Some rumor about you not continuing with us after the end of the year or something.
Right after in September, I'm going to step down.
Why?
I don't know. No big reason. Just feel it. It's the time. But I said I would still be available to be a friend to the group. So anything that may be needed, Dave and I will still meet our obligation, our commitment to doing the panels. And I still will do my article on the German brothers when they're ready. So
Good.
he's interested in doing it, but as you can imagine, this is their super busy season.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and so will be the fall, I would imagine. So
In and out.
it may be November before
Yeah,
he's
in
ready
and
to
out
sit.
with the boats.
Yeah, sit down with me, but he gave me a few little tidbits, so of history information, so that will keep
Good.
me going.
Good.
Yeah, I think it would be a really nice time to do an article on them, so.
I gotta get you guys, everybody up to the Wolverton Cemetery.
Yeah, that would be a good place to take everybody, really.
Yeah,
It's a pretty neat experience.
it's not an easy, I think if I talk to Jay, Jay Silvers, Jay, what's his last name?
I don't know.
Which cemetery is that, Ray?
Wolverton.
Yeah, but
It's on the corner of Weifels and
Never been there.
Westlake Road.
You've never been there.
okay,
No one is, you can't see it at all from the
It's
road.
Up in the woods and
It
it's
is.
privately owned and,
Really something to see.
yeah,
oh,
Yeah. Is it in good condition right now, Ray?
it's
Or don't you know?
perfect.
Oh, then I would
It
like to
couldn't
see
be
it.
better.
is that
Couldn't
the
be
one,
better.
is that the one that a scout cleaned a lot of brush and stuff out of?
The second one, the first one he did, Jay's son did it. And what was the kid's name that did Hun Cemetery? Well, you went to Hun Cemetery after that was cleaned up. But this was the first one that we did.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that would be interesting then.
There's one veteran buried there. What was there? About 15 or 16 bodies buried there. Do you remember, Nancy?
At Hun?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, I think there may be more than that. But it's just intriguing, the family groupings and, well, when we were there, it was very unkept and downright spooky.
It was wild.
It was wild. It really
When
was,
we
yes.
first went there.
Big gopher holes right down through the graves, and it's really something. At least it was that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll try to make arrangement to, is this all we got for people?
Sarah Linda, you're on mute. You're muted.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So we've got Lois and I are together
Mhm.
at Town Hall, and there are 4 others online.
oh, who? Who might
Richard,
be?
Richard, Donna, Ray, and Nancy.
Right.
No, I mean, that are online with you.
Lois is here with me in person,
Oh, okay.
and so there's 6 total.
Oh, okay.
And
So this is all of us, right?
this is all of us. I don't know if Leaf is going to participate. I haven't heard from him.
Well, I would hope so.
But-
I was just talking with the group and seeing if it would make sense to have a group go up to the Wolverton Cemetery for a sightseeing, if I could make arrangements for it.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's just the local history team,
Mhm.
not the public, it would still
Well,
be
I
interesting
can't-
for us,
I can't get the public.
right?
They're pretty private. And they
Might
like.
be kind of interesting to do a video of what's there though, so that the public can see that and then put that on the website.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, actually, it already is on the website as
Is it-
part of the
Oh, the
Westlake
Westlake
Legacy.
Legacy, yeah. But if you wanted to do something more where you focus, I don't know what it looks like. At least now it's cleaned up apparently. When we did that video, it was bad. So you could do a video showing both, you know, when it was in disarray and when it, now that it looks good. But yeah, I could bring Dave along and he could, you know, maybe
Good.
do some footage or something.
That was what I was going to ask you, if you.
Yeah, he'd be happy to do that.
And your husband.
Yeah. I like to volunteer him for things
Oh, okay.
without his knowledge.
Woo-hoo. Okay. And I don't know, probably this is good time to talk about what came in the past. We went, Leaf and I and Jared, no. Another member of our, he's on the town board. What's his name?
Yeah, Jared.
Jared and Leaf's son. The four of us went and we put all the every one of the 8 cemeteries all had I'll tell you in a minute.
This is the
We
veterans'
visited-
graves?
Pardon?
Are you talking about the veterans' graves?
All of all the veterans on all 8. And 9 is if Cheshire kids did it, where they usually do. But we went and got the 4 of us got all the ones put in on the graves, on all of the rest of the graves.
Ray, how many flags are there?
It seems like about 35 at Academy, 1 at 2 at 1 at Dual Road, 1 at
Dual-
pardon,
Do you mean Lucas Road?
Lucas Road, yeah.
I think there are about 12 at Hun Cemetery.
And
Right.
there, yeah, 12, and there are about 10 at Remington, and 1 at Cooley. And I think that's about it. No, Sand Hill had 2 at Sand Hill. And none at West, or where did I used to live?
Oh, New Michigan,
Michigan?
Michigan Road, yeah.
and
So
none
that's-
at Wolverton?
Pardon?
Are there any at Wolverton?
There's 1 at Wolverton, and usually Jay takes care of it. Sends his son up and makes sure it's still in, the flag is still in, and if it's not, he puts the one in for it.
And do you have any idea how many there are at Pine Bank?
Oh, lots. I have to look it up, but I've got a probably, let's see. I'm gonna guess that there's 50, about 50.
Okay, so that would
Oh.
make over 110 total.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
What about the cemetery off of Knott Road by Pettinger's there? What cemetery is that?
That's Remington.
Oh, Remington, okay.
that's cool.
And that's one is easy to get because all the government went through and sometime in the last century and put flags or a slanted, they were slanted, all slanted. Let's see. All slanted this way, a slope, and about this high, and everyone has veteran has that type of stone, so you can go right through and put them all in. They're all slanted.
Well, actually, it occurs to me that that would be a good subject for a newsletter article. Not right now, because you've already done it, but
Well, we're
maybe at this time next year.
Those that we are in charge of, doesn't include Pine Bank, but all the rest of, we're gonna leave leave them in until 4th of July. And then we'll take them out after that. Because it's such a short time between the 4th of July and Memorial Day. So we decided this year anyway to leave them all in until the 4th of July. Then we'll take them out after that. So,
Well,
and the new sign is installed at Hun, and the flagpole has got his flag on it, and it's beautiful. If you haven't seen it, you got to stop by and see it. Pretty easy to get to.
Do we
is
want,
the bench in also?
The bench is in, yeah, it's been in. In Gordy's memory.
Right.
It's got a sign on it that in memory of Gordy, who was our he was our, what do you call him?
He did the maintenance, right?
Maintenance on all the I'm not doing too well today. All of the cemeteries and all the parks. He used to do them too. The mowing for all of them. So we decided it would be a good idea. He passed away in his sleep two or 3 years ago. So we decided that at that time that we would put the plaque for the what'd you say it was? Oh, the park bench.
Right.
In memory of Gordy.
Well, Ray, I suggest that when you are ready to take down the flags, let the rest of us know when you're going to do it. And maybe we could get some good photographs of your flag team.
Okay.
And that would be a nice subject for a newsletter article.
Okay,
Because
if
I
I
suspect
know
a lot of people don't
about
know
it,
about that.
if I know about it in time, I was the night before, basically, when we decided that we're gonna do it, and tomorrow is the day we're gonna do it. But if we plan it ahead of time, we can do that. Get everybody included and get some good pictures, and it won't take that long to take them down. But we can use some help with that too.
I was going to offer to help, if you let me know when you're going to do it, I was going to offer to help.
Yeah, and especially if we do it in time. So you have some time to plan on it.
Right.
Okay. Hi, Lois.
Hello.
She's just a blank here.
Yeah.
My phone said I didn't have any video, so I'm a blank face. Or no camera or something.
And you're echoing too.
Well, that's because we've got two microphones in the same room. So I'm hearing it myself. In fact, maybe I'll turn off my audio and just listen through Lois's. And that way we won't have the echo. I'm not sure how to do that though.
Echo.
Stop video, I want to stop audio.
There should be a thing down in the bottom.
Oh, there we go. All right, I turned off my audio so I can just hear through Lois's. Do you still have the echo?
A little bit.
I don't think your audio is turned off.
Well,
Lois's is turned off.
Lois's.
So Lois can share your audio.
Do what?
Okay,
Is that better?
that's fine.
I'm still getting the delay. Well, that's all right. We can manage it.
Now it's really out loud. No, it's not.
That's better. All right, well, let's talk about the upcoming newsletters. We have a story on the June newsletter, which Ray has written about the blacksmith shop in Cheshire, which was demolished. And for July, I had one idea that occurred to me a while ago, and I just remembered it. And that is, at the Historical Museum, there are a number of, well, they have quite a good collection of postcard views of various places around Canandaigua, and several views of Menteith Falls that are different dates between, let's say, 1900 and 1930. And it seems to have changed quite a bit. I'm not sure whether the falls itself really changed or if it was Photoshop or why they're different. But I thought showing a number of them would make an interesting story that was mostly just visuals. So if there isn't another good idea for July, I will volunteer to put that together.
I have, Sarah Linda, I have a lot of postcards of Menteith Point too. Or Menteith, the falls you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have, in fact, I think I have one that has a photograph of the Menteith home also, if you were interested, but I'm sure the museum probably has the same ones.
Yeah,
but
why don't you
they
send
don't.
them to me?
I'll
if-
scan them and send them to you.
Okay, that would be great.
Sound good?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have one that was in one of my books. Oh, it's in the book on the natural science camp. It's a bunch of girls went up and stood at the falls, the foot of the falls, and their reflections are shown at the bottom of the falls. So you got an image both ways, going up and going down.
Oh, that's nice.
That sounds good.
And there's also a nice photo of Philadelphia Vines,
Mhm.
who I believe the granddaughter of Sir James Menteith.
Yes.
And there's a picture of her standing in front of the falls. It's probably from 1910 or something like that. So there are a few good ones to select from.
I wonder if they would allow us to go in and take a current picture as well.
Oh, I'm sure we could do that. Yes, I know the owners on
Oh,
both
wow.
sides, so I
All
don't think
right.
that will be difficult.
No excuse.
And you can see it from the road.
Yes, it's really nice. That
Well,
you can.
So, we wouldn't have to go onto private property even.
Yeah, it would be better if we get up closer, I think.
Right, but we don't really want to encourage people to trespass.
Right.
So we'll see. But anyway, unless somebody has other ideas for July, why don't we work on that?
Well,
And,
I got a lot of ideas, but I'm working on my own book right now. If I don't get it done, I won't get it done.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to leave a lot of time for my book, but I can be interrupted if you stuck for articles.
Well, Leaf also had volunteered to write something about Academy, about that section of the town.
Mhm.
Who?
Leaf.
Oh, Lee.
So I can ask him, and maybe he could do that for August,
Mhm.
or he could do it for July, and we could do Menteith for August, either way.
Sounds good to me.
So the other projects that we have been kind of discussing and working on slowly are kind of in a slow mode. I think we all are pretty busy with other things at the moment. Now, Richard has suggested or asked whether we might consider having a summer vacation for the local history team and not meeting during the summer months. So I thought I'd ask how you feel about that.
We've sort of taken hiatus in the last couple of years, so.
Well, last year in particular, after they told us we couldn't meet in person, we decided we'd rather not meet.
Yeah, we had no
Now we're
choice.
allowed to meet in person, but we're all too busy.
And summer's always an extra busy time anyway. And especially meeting at 4:30 in the afternoon, you're busy during the day and then it's like, oh my gosh, it's time for a meeting.
Right.
So I think.
No, I
Well,
agree.
I thought we made it for more people to meet at that time.
We
That
did,
was the idea.
but look who's here.
I know, all the
Same
people
people.
met at 8:30.
Yes.
Well, my feeling is, I don't care either way, but I think that I hate to lose any ground on any of our projects. So maybe if we could take a hiatus, but everybody has a homework assignment or something, something that they're working on that definitely will advance us. When you start in September, not starting to gear up all over again. If some things are done, projects are being worked on independently, we wouldn't lose any time.
I think it's a good
Well,
idea. Well, what I know with myself, well, with work and all the projects I have going on the side, I've been very, very busy. So, you know, I've got overlays on the maps.
well, stop it.
I can't. I gotta, I gotta get this map project done and out of the way.
Yeah, so that's your summer homework.
Also, I have the Academy Cemetery project I'm working on too, and that one.
Oh,
So
Both,
the
both of us.
Donna and I've got to get out there to, you know, verify all the stones and everything else, and we just haven't had a chance yet. But the map, I'm going to need to show you, Sarah Linda, the overlays, because the maps as drawn are not accurate to each other. Some are longer and some are shorter, and some one is wider than the others. So do I shorten the long ones and lengthen the short ones to make it at a median length? You know, I can do that and it won't distort it visually. But in looking at the proportions of it, we had discussed having them at 24 by 36. And if I take the longest image of Canandaigua, the town of, at 36 inches, it's 17 1/8 inches wide. But if we're going to have some space around it in order to put a key or a frame or whatever, you know, a visual frame, if I go to a 30-inch length, then it's 14 1/4 inches wide. Now at 14 1/4 inches wide, that would give us approximately 5 inches on each side of the actual image of the town of Canandaigua. And I'm thinking that maybe since two of the maps are just of the town of Canandaigua and there's no extraneous information beyond the borders, no extra map details beyond the borders, I was thinking that maybe we should make them all the same way so that they all are visually similar in appearance on the wall, you know, one to the other. Because otherwise we're going to have a varying amount of information beyond the borders, because two of them have nothing beyond the borders, but the others have various amounts of information on either side, top and bottom. So to make it look the same, I was thinking just, you know, crop out the extra stuff around the outside area of the town. Does anybody have any suggestions?
I don't see anything wrong with cropping out the area outside of the town.
Okay, good.
So that would make all the proportions the same,
Yeah.
right?
Me too.
I
Okay, so
agree. I
so-
agree.
So I'll work on putting a legend on the side by the lake, because that'll be the lower right side. I'll put the legend there for distance and that sort of thing, so that it's the same on all the maps, so that people can have a scale, a relative scale. But I'm not going to be able to continue on the maps or on the cemetery until after the 20th because of the projects and the work I've got already in house. So after the 20th, I can resume all this stuff again.
Mhm.
So it'll be my, Nancy, as you said, it'll be my summer project.
Do your homework, yeah.
Get her done
Yeah,
as soon as you can, that's all.
yeah, like yesterday, right, Ray?
I say, take your time and get it done right.
So that's
Well, I
right.
have two projects that I was working on, but I took on some consulting work, and that's kind of limited the amount of time I have on these. But the two projects are the Ononda Park interpretive panels and the Westlake Road driving walking tour.
Right.
Of the two, I think the Ononda Park project is the more feasible one to try to accomplish
Mhm.
this year. So maybe it makes sense for me to focus my
Good.
efforts on that one and try to get some cooperation from the Parks Committee and from Edith Davy on the natural history. And so that, I mean, I think I could try to set aside time to do that by September
Dennis?
anyway.
How about Dennis?
How about Dennis?
How about Dennis? Can't you, he work with you?
He's retired, right? There's a new
So?
person, correct?
You know, he's still working.
Is he?
Well, part-time.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, I thought he was done.
Well, you can talk to him, but
Yeah, but
I've
there's a
been-
new parks person, I think. Isn't there a woman?
Really?
I don't know. I thought I just read it someplace on the town newsletter.
Oh,
So maybe I dreamt it. I don't know.
Well, that's
I don't
not,
trust my brain anymore.
that's not to replace Dennis. It's in conjunction.
Oh, okay.
She's doing her own work.
I thought he was done. I haven't seen him around at all. So
Well,
usually I see him
You
down at the
look at a
beach.
lot of pictures of groups getting together and he's in just
Yeah.
about every one.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's still doing it.
I mean, he hasn't gotten rid of us yet.
Yeah,
Like
Sarah,
me.
Lynn, you have on the agenda here, the historic properties to be documented. How soon do you need to do those?
There are two of them that both are on schedule for demolition in the fall. So I have spoken with both of the owners, and I believe Leaf has also. And I think we could do that anytime during the summer or even September, October.
Okay.
And that would be taking photographs and getting inside if possible? Is that what
Yes.
you do?
Yes, and they both have indicated that would be fine.
I would, unless you have somebody you're working with, I mean, that's something Dave and I could do easily. I'm
Okay,
volunteering, and
Yeah,
unless you have somebody that you're working with and who knows what they're doing, we can be guided as to what to do.
okay, well, I'd like to be in there just to see
Oh,
what's in
absolutely.
there.
No, I wouldn't go without you.
Richard got some excellent photographs of the other ones we've done. But if you'd like to come along, just to see what the interiors are like, we
Sure.
can certainly let you know.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the third one is the Van Wee blacksmith shop. And I did get some pictures, not interior, unfortunately, because it was already partially collapsed. But I have some exterior photos anyway. And we can work up a documentation package on that, including Ray's article about the Van Wee family and about blacksmithing in general. So that'll be a nice companion to the photos.
Just on that topic, we happened to be taking our first boat ride down the lake, down towards the south end, and we did go by the old Hamlin house, the old Hamlin cottage, the red one. Somebody has constructed a whole new set of stairs all the way up to that place, which made me wonder if maybe they are going to redo that place. I don't know, instead of taking it down. Do you have any information on that?
Yes, the fellow who intended to demolish it changed his mind and instead sold the property.
Right.
So there's now a new owner,
Okay.
and I don't know what his intention is, but I haven't heard anything new about demolition and replacement.
Well, they have cleared out in front. They've cleared out. So in other words, it looks like they were clearing for a view. And then they have built a beautiful set of stairs all the way up, which is not inexpensive to do. So maybe they are planning on staying there at least for a while. In that place, which would be great, wouldn't it?
What
Well,
are
the
you,
clearing that you're talking about may be the clearing in front of the former chapel. Because that project,
It's
the
well underway, yeah.
chapel
oh,
is also, is now underway.
Yeah, that is. I noticed that. This looked to be directly in front of the Hamlin's house, so I don't know. I can take a better look at it the next time we go down, but yeah, I did notice that the chapel is definitely, it's got it sporting a new dormer on the top, and yeah,
Yep.
it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Yep.
It'd be expensive no matter what they do.
No kidding. Nowadays,
Yeah. At the price of lumber.
yeah.
All right. Well, is there any new business?
not now.
No,
Okay, well, if we're gonna cut back on our summer meetings, you want to meet next in September? Or skip one meeting and meet in August?
This
How
is
about let's
Susan,
meet
right?
in September? And then Ray, just let us know when we're, when he's gonna take the flags down so we can help with that.
I will let you know that, and I will let you know, I will talk with Sarah Linda. We can come up with a good way to get everybody up to Wolverton Cemetery.
that sounds good.
I'd
That would
like
be
to
really
do
good.
That'd be
that
a nice,
before it's too cold.
that would be a nice summer trip.
It
Yeah.
would be, yes.
So I'll talk to you, Sarah Linda, and I talked to Jay. What's this Jay's last name?
Dutcher?
Dutcher, thank you. Yes, Jay Dutcher. And his son was the one that built, restored the Wolverton Cemetery with help from Jay had the CTC, what are they called?
Oh, the CBs?
CBs, and they did a lot of work clearing the junk.
Is it being maintained now then, since that was all cleaned up?
Yeah, well, most of what they did was basically clearing all the stuff out of there. So meaning trees and that sort of thing. But maintaining it should not be a big job. In fact, we got approval to have our maintenance people at least go in and keep it in good shape
Nice.
Good.
for what that's worth.
Well, if they did all that work to get rid of all the debris and everything, it's nice that it's being maintained then,
Yeah.
even if the public can't go and see it.
Well, Jay lives right in front of it, so he just goes across the little brook and up the old abandoned roadside, and he's there. So
Is
He's
that the
right.
access to the cemetery across his property?
yes, and with his permission, but that's probably easier maintained than the new owner of the whole big property.
Mhm.
What was their name? They own,
Westbrook?
Casey,
Westbrook?
no,
Casey,
no,
John Casey.
Hmm.
Casey?
Yes.
He was in one of our, it's the same, I think he was in the committee that you're on, Sarah Linda.
No, he was on the planning board.
Oh, planning board?
He
Okay.
still is. I
Okay,
believe.
but that's really sensitive. In fact, I think he's planning on building a house right down next to, near the cemetery. Maybe he'll let us have a bit more access because of that, maybe not, but
Well, if anybody has ideas for newsletter articles for August and September, drop me a note,
okay,
because we'll need something for those months.
Sounds good.
okay.
All right, well, thank you for participating, and
Alrighty.
Have
Yep.
a, have a,
we'll see if we can get the technical side a little smoother next time.
well, by September, we should be able to not have to worry about it, hopefully.
Right.
Let's hope.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Have a good summer.
yep,
Joe,
All right,
thank you.
too.
you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.